Hello and welcome to the floor of my room. I am going to be filming, editing, and uploading this video all on the same day because things keep changing and I want to just get this video out there. I was gonna film this yesterday, but I was just not in the mood. So we're going to go back to old school content and we're gonna put some makeup on while I talk to you about what's changed. We're also doing like a full face of makeup today because I have to go get my driver's license renewed. So this video is going to be partially part 3 of my, like, I guess it's a series now because there's 3 parts, but part 3 of like my how I got hired information. Also, it's going to be a big update because clearly things keep changing. So I'm gonna do the update first because I feel like that's the most interesting part to people, and then I'll go into further. Oh, hi Clips. First, the update. You're watching this, I'm going to assume, on September 15th. And in my original video, September 15th was when I was leaving. So I was supposed to be like flying to go to my quarantine on September 15th, and I was planning to do a like mini Disney World trip first. That was the original plan. You're too far away, I think. What originally happened is on my first paperwork they had a 14-day quarantine built into like my timeline schedule, whatever you want to call it, in San Diego. If it just got darker, it's because the cat's in front of the window. That was the original plan. So I made all of my plans around that. I was originally flying out of here on the 7th, landing in Orlando on the 8th, and then flying out on the 15th. Sounds great, right? Everything will be fantastic. And then I got my contract a couple days later, which I'll go over dates in the second part of this. And in my contract, it said that my travel date was now September 30th. So my embark date was always October 1st, but my travel date before said September 15th, and now it says September 30th. So I was like, haha, that doesn't sound good because I planned all my flights around it and I have nowhere to go for 2 weeks in Orlando, and I'm also broke, so I can't just like casually book 2 more weeks of a hotel, you know? We panicked for about 48 hours, tried to get a hold of someone to explain what was going on. I guess the way they do it is they make everyone have the quarantine like on their schedule, and then once they submit their proof of vaccination, then, sorry, I'm really distracted by how broken out my face is right now. Once you submit your proof of vaccination, then they take it off. I'm aware it makes sense, but it's also just very annoying. So I scrambled and I changed my dates. So now I'm flying out on the 23rd, so in like a week. Again, still staying in Orlando for like a week. And now my date that I'm flying out is the 30th. So pretty much just pushed everything back by 2 weeks. I'm there for the same amount of days, the same everything, so it doesn't really affect anything. The only thing that's a bummer about that is it was like absolutely dead this past week at Disney World because obviously like the summer's over, so kids are back in school, and then most people are waiting for the 50th if they're going back for a trip. So I am a little bit worried that the crowds are going to be a lot more than they would have been this week, but at the end of the day that's not really anything that I can control, so what's the point of being annoyed when I can't do anything about it? That's the update. That is pretty much it. I am now scrambling to get my life together. Like, I'm going and getting my license renewed today, but I don't think my license is going to deliver in time for me to actually be able to use it before I leave, which is kind of annoying, so my mom will probably have to mail it to me. That is the update for that. And now I feel like I should be more ready before I start talking about the actual details making this official, but we're a little low on time today because this license. So back to the dates. I left the last video at my quote-unquote official offer. I think I kind of explained how you get like 3 offers that all kind of blur together, but I got my email with my like official offer on the 25th, and that has your like contract dates, travel dates. This is the email that for me said the 15th, and that's why I was confused. That's what this email said. But this has your like contract length, your ship, your dates, all that stuff. So you get that from Disney. Similar to like a Disney college program or international program, you have X amount of time to accept. So with this, you had 4 days to accept. So I spent like 3.5 days going back and forth because, as I mentioned, was having a little bit of a mental breakdown. Feeling much better now. Thank you if you were worried about me. No thank you if you were a troll that was mad that I was expressing emotions on the internet. You had 4 days to accept, and then they also requested vaccine info. So I had to send them a photo of my vaccine card and then pretty much just type out the dates when I got it and what type I got. I did that on that day, and that was obviously the information that they were waiting for before releasing the quarantine, which is why my dates were wrong. I'm doing this very haphazardly for someone that's gonna have to look at this photo for the rest of their life. Flash forward about a week, August 31st, which, let me remind you, I originally emailed about this on like July 3rd. So like we're way out now. But August 31st, I got my actual contract, which again, this sounds confusing because there's like offers and contracts and different stuff, but your contract is like literally a giant document that you have to sign. They send you an email that has your contract, like a health thing you have to fill out, and then when you go on Doc, which is that website that has all of those documents, to fill out your Doc updates, and it has a bunch more things. It has like confidentiality agreements, what else? Like if you're in the US, like forms for your taxes, dependent forms, because it's like a job that has like benefits and stuff like that if you have dependents, suggestions page, what else was on there? Internet statement use, your quarterly plan, so like signing off to like the bonus plan that they use, just a bunch more documents where at this point you've already done like your passport and airport info and emergency contact info and all of that stuff. So I started to do that. The only really hiccup that I've had at this point was I did my COVID screening thing. They call it a health screening or something like that. But I filled it out because it said to do all of the documents, and then that document did get rejected because I did it too soon, which I guess makes sense because it said, you know, 15 days before travel or whatever. But I did it anyways, and then I got rejected. And then I got an email 2 days ago, yesterday. I don't even know what day it was. I got an email a couple days ago, like mid-September, saying that I need to do it ASAP. And I was like, but I didn't, I got rejected last time. So that is what happened there. I probably will have one more update just because I don't have my flight info yet, but you don't really get your flight info until like 5 days, 5 to 7 days I would say, before you leave. So I'm not really anticipating getting that before I leave Canada. I also booked my COVID test, which I don't know how it's gonna go if you were flying direct from Canada to like your port, then they pay for your COVID test, but I'm in the States for like a week before, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's pretty much the update. That's all I can really think about. This was a shorter part because not that much was happening since the last one. My battery's dying, so I'm gonna finish putting my face on, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys when I'm done this. Okay, we are done. We are live. We look human slightly more a little bit. My nose won't stop running. I'm gonna wrap this up here. this, like I said, is gonna be the last part of like this series, I guess you would call it, but then I will have some updates, like a weekly vlog from this week, and then I know I'll have one daily vlog next week, and then I'll be updating like as I get my travel info. If you want more up-to-date updates, follow me on Instagram because I post things there first. But that is it, and hopefully this was helpful to someone. All my links to everything else, including Instagram, are down below, and I will see you guys in a couple days. Bye.